little demo here for something that I think everyone will be rather interested in my critical appraisal of. So we're about to fire this sumbitch up, and you have no one to blame but yourselves. Press any button to continue. I have a feeling I'll be seeing that phrase a lot. It's like cyberpunk, but shit. Excellent. Alright, we got a monorail. But Main Street's still all cracked and broken. Oh, and there's the symbol you'll be seeing on a lot of necklaces in the coming months. Right. I guess her and Chun-Li now specialize in the ancient Chinese art of throwing Adobe After Effects at people. Like, how practical is that armor? How much actual surface area is being covered with that shit? I'm sorry. I mean, Red Sonja's one thing. But at least in the Red Sonja film, she wasn't dressed like in the comics. More things are happening. This is definitely a thing that is happening. This is full on the CGI department at Square Enix just dropping trow and beating off right in front of your face. There is no narrative context here. There is absolutely no reason for any of this to be happening. And for those who are keeping track at home, this is the second title screen we've seen. Oh, okay, playable demo. I don't know, that may be a stretch.
When I awoke from my dreamless sleep, I was just in time to
Always go to the options menu and shut off the subtitles first. Cardinal rule of gaming, and I fucked up. I apologize, I failed you all. Ugh. We get it. You wish this series were Final Fantasy VII. It's not. I'm sorry, folks. And it's never going to be that successful, ever. Did you get those from Adam Jensen, or...?
Richard, this is the third title screen. 5 minutes.
Dear Lord! We get it. Lightning has returned. Thank you. I think we've established that fact. Okay, now we're looking at the exact same CGI we were looking at before. Alright. I mean, I would have skipped the cutscene, but we know how important they always are. They're integral to the plot, always, in these games. They're never just an excuse for a CGI art director to masturbate in front of you. Jesus?
I can take a wild guess. You won't see.
Save you from what? Feathered hair? What's with everything being made out of powder in this game? Talcum powder companies must be making a fucking killing in Final Fantasy Land. Along with whoever the fuck owns the store where they make the shirts with one sleeve. What is this? What is going on? Who or what is happening? Oh, this is Snow now, with the feathered hair. Wow.
No one is gonna stop me. You hear? Not you.
I like how it took me like 5.5 minutes to actually ascertain that this is Snow. So same scene we just watched, except with dialogue this time, and somehow it was less incoherent the first time without the dialogue. Do you need me here, game? Or should I go? Or pick up some groceries? And in case the rapid decrease in visual fidelity didn't cue you off, we are now in engine. Oh, battle time, okay. Okay, schemata tutorial. Nothing Square Enix likes more than tutorials. Oh boy. Schema. Now this, I assume, is going to be schemata rather. I assume this is going to be the needlessly convoluted new battle mechanic for this game. They always have to have one in every single game. Oh, in Final Fantasy X, it's the sphere grid and the aeons and whatnot. In FF8, it was the Guardian Forces and junctioning your GFs. And they always gotta pull some gimmick out of their ass, and 9 times out of 10, it serves the exact same function as the gimmick before it. But let's try it. Let's take the tutorial, if we dare, if we have a spare 2½ hours. Let's take the tutorial. Move like... That's the tutorial! Move lightning with the left stick. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So we can move around, so we got kind of a Quest 64 vibe going here. I can't say I hate it. So it's kind of real-time-ish. Okay, push the bumpers to switch between schemata. Oh, so this is your little theme. I don't know what it is with this series. And having themes that are named something ludicrous, as you can see by Dark Muse. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Use your schemata wisely. Okay, that's great. And different, okay. And then you got the heavy slash, which I can't use because of my gauge. And then you run out of your whatnot. Switch. You can say things, Terengel. You can feel free to chime in for the record. Terengel is working the camera here, just for those of you who thought that he was fictitious. Alright. Okay, and he turns into powder, because everything in this game is made out of powder! Including her cans. Incidentally, I would not mind powdering her cans. And one thing I noticed about Final Fantasy XIII too, and it definitely seems to hold true for this game as well, is that in Final Fantasy XIII there were a lot of straight lines, and that was one of the largest criticisms that I and many other people who played the game brought against it. And so they decided, instead of fixing the all-encompassing linearity of the game to begin with, that they would just take all the lines and turn them into circles. And that's what they did in Final Fantasy XIII too. I mean, it's nice that you have a slightly larger playground. I've tried to avoid this battle, so that, yeah. Okay, so I begin with 5% less HP. But that's essentially the Square Enix approach to solving problems. Don't solve them, just solve them cosmetically. So, we definitely have slightly more choice here in the whatnot. You're definitely not terribly mobile. I don't know anyone who moves around in an actual battle this slowly. I assume maybe there will be a run function, although I may be assuming that Square Enix are far more competent than they actually are. Okay, so I guarded that and took slightly less damage, which is 8, I guess? Who the fuck moves like this in a bat? Who? What am I, arthritic? What is this? There come those classical violins that whoever the fuck makes the soundtracks now loves so much. One of my favorite Priest songs, Rapid Fire. Shouldn't you be powder by now? I'm really just kind of fucking around, figuring out all the different things. That's kind of cool looking. Then again, Final Fantasy XIII that's kind of cool looking in the video game. The thing I'm not really clear on yet is if there's really a heal function of any kind, or... Like I said, I'm just kind of fucking around with the different, schematas? Let's just call them outfits. She's playing dress-up, folks, okay? It's Final Fantasy X-2 all over again. We're playing dress-up.
Destiny is destiny.
You just heard it here, folks. Destiny is destiny. I don't know if you're aware. Okay, let's continue on. That was deep, yo. Only thing Lightning loves more than telling you that destiny is touching that rhinestone on her tits.
A glimmer of light appears at last. Is the Savior a sign of coming destruction, or a promise of hope?
Why do you talk like a fagaloon?
If you believe you are the true Savior, you will need to be carefully prepared for the battles that await you on your journey.
Like the battle not to throw the controller across the room. Okay, so this is what are you buying guy for this game. Okay. This is one of the many problems in modern Final Fantasy games. They just kind of throw things at you that are called weird shit, and you just kind of have to experiment with them and see what the fuck they do. Okay, so we are walking down a hallway. This is definitely Final Fantasy XIII. May I just say that Dark Muse sounds like the name of an Evanescence album from 2003?
I will fight evil.
I will... And the fucking armchair philosophy just keeps right on rolling here, folks. She will fight evil.
Judgment has been delivered.
And of course, as usual, the mage is the most broken fucking class in the game. Lens flare!
Eventually, he became ruler by popular acclaim.
Ta-ta!
Although I'm not so sure
You can just walk right past him. Jesus.
too much.
I'm gonna go fight him just because I feel bad that I just walked right past him now.
Feel like dying.
Feel like dying! And the hits just keep on coming. Feel like... This lady doesn't even... She doesn't even speak English. She speaks Slayer lyrics, is what she does.
No looking back.
Why does a wizard need steampunk goggles is my operative question right now. And there's just a dog running around. Good the animators took time out of their busy day to make that. Insphere everywhere!
I'll release your soul.
I'll release your soul, she says. That means she's gonna kill him.